sex, money, and success. What do all these have in common? No, they're not things I'm lacking in. These are all things that people are going to pursue in their life, and being able to adequately dress yourself in a stylish suit will aid that pursuit. Gentlemen, at some point in your life, you're going to have to grow up and actually dress up. Whether it be a date, a job, or just a special occasion, the time will come for you to literally put on your big boy pants and dress up. So why listen to me? I've dedicated my time, money, and wardrobe to looking as classy as possible, and it's reflected in how I dress every day. Anyone can put on a suit, but wearing it well is another story. It is an art that requires attention to detail, and it's for this reason that you need my advice. Today, I'm going to demonstrate how to put together a modern suit, and I'll walk you through the three main parts, which will be your shoes, your blazer, and then some of your accessories. Now, some of you say you don't have time to dress up, so to prove you wrong, I'm going to dress myself and explain everything in under 5 minutes. Shoes are a necessary component to dressing up, especially when you're looking to class it up a little. Picking the right shoe is imperative because no matter how cool you think your Jordans are, they don't look well with the suit. The three main types of shoes are going to be derbies, oxfords, and wingtips. Derbies are any shoes with these open flaps on them. Oxfords don't have any flaps on them. And then wingtips are any with this pattern on them. Also on these are called brogues, and brogues come in semi, these are quarter, and these are full. They just add a little bit more style. But taking care of your shoes is equally as important as knowing the right kinds. This is called a shoe horn, and an investment in this will keep the back of your shoes firm and your shoes will last longer. Also, an investment in a shoe shining kit will keep your shoes looking nice day after day. Socks are another thing to think of whenever you're putting on your shoes. You used to want to match your socks one shade lighter than your pants, but in modern suits you'll find it much more common that you'll pick shoes with a little more flare. And you also don't want any exposed skin whenever you're sitting down or crossing your legs. But you can't walk around in just your shoes, so next we'll look at picking out a blazer. A blazer is one of the most noticeable parts of your suit, so getting it to fit well is a must. A modern suit will generally be slim fit because it'll make your body look nice, but you don't want it to get it too tight. Whenever you're sizing your suit, there should be no gap between the collar of your blazer and the collar of your shirt, and if you button it and there's this really obvious X pattern, it's too tight. Also, if your shoulders bunch up. Whenever you're moving around with the buttons, there's a few general rules you want to follow as well. Most blazers are going to have 2 buttons, but some will still have 3. You're going to want to follow on 2 buttons. Always button the top one and never button the bottom one. And then always, sometimes, never is the rule for 3 buttons. There's also some rules you want to follow when you're sitting and standing. When you're sitting, you should with one hand unbutton any buttons you had previously buttoned. And then whenever you stand up, you should re-straighten yourself and then rebutton your button. You may notice I'm wearing chinos. These are not traditional dress pants. They're a little less formal, but they're equally as classy. One thing you don't want to do is match your chinos to your blazer. So we've covered the basics of the suit, but now we're going to look at some accessories to really polish it off. Accessories are what separates the men from the gentlemen. It's one more piece of flair and adds another level of customization for you. Ties are another way you can express yourself when suiting up. You want something that sticks out a little but isn't terribly distracting. A general rule when picking a tie is if you have a solid shirt, you should have a patterned tie. If you have a solid tie, you should have a patterned shirt. But once you get a little more advanced in your suiting, you can kind of break that rule. Whenever you tie your tie, it should end up at just about your waistline. Another thing that people are starting to use are tie clips. They're pretty retro, but they're starting to make a comeback in modern fashion. They look stylish while holding your tie in place. Next, we'll look at pocket squares. The most simple way to fold it is just to fold it in half continuously until it can fit snugly in your pocket. Sometimes you have to fold it over. The next 2 things are going to be lapels and watches. So a lapel is kind of a way to show what you know about suiting because it adds a little bit of flair and it sticks out. They're usually safe for more formal occasions though. Watches, on the other hand, are something that a modern gentleman will not be caught dead without. They add class while still having practical use. So we've suited up in under 5 minutes. These have been the vital parts of a suit, and with a few last words, you will be on your way. So today I demonstrated how to piece together your shoes, your blazer, and some of your accessories for your suit. So it's time to get rid of that oversized and baggy suit in your closet and go piece together your own classy modern suit. There's no longer an excuse not to dress up in the morning. So, gentlemen, no matter how you feel in the morning, you should always get up, dress up, and always class it up. Thank you.